we're going to turn our attention into the fuel injection timing. So let's go jump back in here. We'll just go to the estimate tuning, and I'm going to shrink the window down since we shouldn't have to touch up anything, at least at the moment, in this window here. So we'll just bring that back over and then bring the table back over. Okay, so we're going to talk about the injection timing. Injection timing is going to be found in here. We have our primary injection timing table. We've set this all the values to 360. That's what Motec recommends in order to start to calibrate and tune with your estimate table and your alpha end strategy. It's end of injection reference. So what we're going to find here is that at idle, if we fire it up, if we adjust these values, what we're looking for is seeing if we can optimize the injection point so the fueling richens up, or if we're paying attention to what the closed loop correction is doing. Closed loop correction starts to take out more and more fuel. What this is saying is we're optimizing the point where we're spraying the fuel either into the back of a closed intake valve that's just about to open or directly into an open intake valve, more efficiently getting the fuel into the engine. This is going to give us a little bit of better economy, and we need to sort out our fuel injection timing so that we don't rely as heavily on the fuel film transient fueling. It'll actually improve that. If we time the injection event right, we usually need less transient or fuel film style adjustments. So let's see what's going to happen here. I'm going to fire it up, and we're just going to make adjustments in the table. I'm going to just drive it through different points, and we're going to make adjustments and see if the closed loop correction is going to vary a lot and see if we can optimize what we have in here. And once we've done that, we may need to touch up the estimate table depending on how far things are off by. And then finally, we'll move into the spark timing tuning as the last process here for calibrating at part throttle. So let me go ahead here. I'm out of gear. Now the battery sounds like it could be slightly weak in voltage as I was cranking. It didn't crank off very clean there. The fan was running for the cooling fan as the engine was in here on the dyno, and I had the key on. So it could just be a matter of, unfortunately, the battery voltage got drawn down from that fan being on. I'm not going to panic with or go after the cranking fuel or try to go after anything. And I also didn't give it any throttle input too when I was firing it off. So all those things matter in how the engine starts. It should have started definitely cleaner than that, but I suspect the battery voltage was probably low. All right, what we're going to do here is just wait, be patient here, wait till it comes out of the post start, and wait till the closed loop correction is actually applying, and actually it is right now, so it automatically is applying here. So what I'm going to do is, let me put my headphones on, just we're going to actually have to drive this here on the dyno. I'm going to jump in here in the idle area. This is where we're idling. Let's pay attention. If I adjust these values, if this starts to go more negative in its correction, so starting to reduce our fuel. So if I go here to 400, hasn't really changed anything. Let's try 440. Minimal difference. I'd say it's probably not making much of any difference there. Let me actually try to drive it at something like 2,000 RPM. I'm going to go here on the dyno real quick and bring the RPM down to 2,000. And let's see driving it there, how it responds. I'm going to vary the value and we'll advance it. And even if I retard it here at idle, let's go to 300 and see if that does anything. Notice it gets actually worse. It looks like it got a little bit leaner there. Let me go back to 400. We're looking for this to actually richen up. And when I adjusted it there, it looks like it actually didn't richen up. It looks like it started to add more fuel, which is the opposite we want to see here. Now it is moving around a little bit, so we'd like that to stabilize. Let me try this back at 360. Yeah, it doesn't seem to make much of a difference. Some engines respond a lot to this, some don't. It doesn't really make much difference there at 440. Let me put in values back at 400. Let me drive it at 2,000 RPM here. I'm going to put the dyno fan on. I'm not going to talk while I'm doing this. I'm just going to adjust it and see and watch this closed loop correction and see if I can improve anything here. All right, let me put the fan on.
Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here. And you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.